Yo, what's going on here? It's Delvin Breaux here. I'm about to start segment 3. So where I left off was just talking about the doctor, leaving out the doctor, being discharged, and him telling me, send me Super Bowl tickets when you make it to the Super Bowl. And from that moment, it was belief. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believed. I'm like, man, the doctor who fixed my neck told me send him Super Bowl tickets when I make it to the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Come on, y'all. So me, I'm like, you know what? From that moment on, I'm like, okay, it's time to work. So I'm getting discharged and I'm home for Thanksgiving, and I have to sleep on the couch because my dad and the doctors and them requested that I don't sleep by my siblings just in case they don't hit my neck or anything, because I was very fragile at the time. So I have to let my wounds heal and everything. So so I was a big fan of Moderna cream. It helped heal my scars real well, and that was pretty cool. And yeah, so I had 24 staples in the back of my neck. That hurted when I went to a follow-up appointment. I had to get those out. Those staples, it was kind of like a little pinch of like little bumblebees or like little mosquito bites. Like it was little ant bites. But it was part of my journey. It's part of my surgery, part of who I am. So I actually think it's a badass scar. Like if you look at it, I think it's a badass scar. So yeah, so after that, once I got discharged, I'm home for Thanksgiving, enjoying myself. And, my dad told me, he said, hey son, in order for you to get back to the top, you have to outwork everybody. We can't just lay on the couch. We can't just sit down on the couch. We have to get up and go get it. So I started taking my proteins, my weight gains. So shout out to GNC from their whey protein, their weight gain. That I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, maybe 2 of them before bed. I had my milk almost 3 or 4 times a day. I was lifting weights again. I had to start off with 1 pound dumbbells. So don't you laugh at me. I had to start off with 1 pound dumbbells again, but it was a journey. I was at my bottom. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to pay attention to this, because this is where I started from. I was at my lowest of the lowest again. I was at this high horse, but now God humbled me. He humbled me. So now I'm back. I'm back down here on my bottom. So I have to grind. I have to grind back from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So every day I took it serious. I didn't take no days for granted at all. I didn't take no days for granted. So once all that started happening, I started back running track in high school. Less than 2 or 3 months, I'm running in the state finals, in track. I think we ended up finishing first place in the whole overall track meet that year. First or second, one of them, I believe, and I had a strong push in the 4x4 that year, and that helped us seal the 4x4 that year. So and what was crazy, they had a standing ovation for me when I was running around the track at LSU, because they knew I was a committee and everything like that. I signed and yeah, man, that was a pretty good moment. And it was like, man, this guy just broke his neck and he's out here running track. Like, that was a big moment for me. When I stopped and handed off the baton, I had a lot of people crying and tears and stuff in their eye, because they didn't believe it. They was like, man, this guy just broke his neck, and this guy is out here running track. It's nothing but God, y'all. Y'all can't tell me it ain't nothing but God. And I'm going into detail in my story. I want y'all to go into detail as to how I live my life. This is what happened. This is what was going on with Delvin Breaux. I want y'all to hear it. So once I'm going through that, track season ended, I'm working out, training. It was time to enroll in LSU, and I went in spring of 2008. So I didn't go in with my class with Chad Jones and Ron Brooks and Terrence Tolliver and Drake Nevis, Kentravis Aubrey, Jarvis Jones, Jared Lee, Stephen Ridley. I didn't go in with those guys. I had to wait, and I went in with the spring of 2008 class, because they ended up gray shirting me. which was okay, which was okay. It gave me some time to heal, and I thought I was going to be ready. So when I first got to LSU, I had to go see the doctors to get cleared. So I'm seeing Dr. Jack, Dr. Bankskin, Dr. Burnham, Chip Bankston. So I'm seeing those guys, and all those guys sound like it was rehearsed. They were like, no, we're not going to clear you. It's a liability. We don't think you should take that chance. So, I was just like, oh, come on, man. Like, that's all I wanted to do was just play at LSU. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. So a lot is going through my mind now. My emotions are starting to pick up. I can't, like, my emotions got the best of me, I'm starting to drink a lot. I never drunk beer until I got to college. You know what I'm saying? My first damn party, I'm at a damn keg out, man. I'm drinking beer out the damn keg. I'm like, what the, like, I don't do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't care at that time. I'm just like, man, I have to live my life. I have to go through my life. I have to enjoy my bumps and bruises. I have to take my licks, man. So I'm enjoying my life, man. Sure, I remember at some damn point, I'm out 2 weeks in a row. Yes, I used to get it in. I'm out there enjoying my life because that's what it was about for me. I didn't have no worries. I didn't have no care. I couldn't play football. So I'm like, hey, what the hell? Man, I'm going to live my life. I was all in Tiger Land. I was enjoying myself. Man, because that's just what it was for me. That's what it was for Delvin Breaux. That's who Delvin Breaux was. That's who Delvin Breaux was at the time. Drinking all day, taking pills, staying up all night. At one point I thought I was, Ciroc boy. What his name? Sean Diddy. I thought I was P. Diddy, but drinking all the red berry Ciroc. I used to go up to the gas station in Baton Rouge, and I used to just go buy 2 or 3 bottles of red berry Ciroc just to come home and drink and take pills so I wouldn't wake up. Yes, people. I try to commit suicide. Yes, Delvin Breaux. Yes, I'm normal. I'm a human being too. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to turn. I couldn't reach out to nobody. I didn't want to go back home. I tried to leave the earth. I was taking pills, sleeping pills, different type of pills with my red berry Ciroc, and I was going to sleep hoping I never woke up. The absolute truth. It's sad to say, but I'm strong about it now. I have courage to build up and say that now. I was going through a lot. I was going through so much that, I didn't care if I left the earth and nobody cared. I did not care because nobody wanted to hear me out. Nobody, cared enough to say, let me just stop in here, Delvin Breaux, Chip. That was my nickname at the time, Chip. But I had to live my life. I had to pray to God. God got me out of that situation, man. How the hell I kept waking up every damn day? I kept waking on up. I'm like, man, okay, well, damn, this is shit. Maybe it's not time for me to go. So, I have to keep living my life. So I'm playing flag football. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm living my life at LSU. I'm playing flag football. My boy Alex Shields, which is my boy Pee Wee, he mentioned like, hey man, you need to go play some damn some NFL ball, man, or some arena ball, because this flag football stuff, you're killing it. I'm like, all right, bro, just give me a year. Let me go train. Let me get myself together, and then I promise you, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go try. So after that, I'm leaving LSU, in the midst of leaving LSU, and I'm playing flag football. I'm traveling, doing stuff like that to try to play the game I love, and I end up getting a workout with the Louisiana Bayou Vipers. Ended up going to play with them in Hammond. So shout out to Coach Ryan and Coach Mo and all them over there, Coach Waddell and all them over there. Shout out to those guys for giving me an opportunity to put on my helmets and shoulder pads. I had to go get cleared again, and I finally get cleared in 2012 of May. So that was pretty dope. So shout out to both of my doctors, which are my guardian angels, who cleared me to go play the game I love. And I took off from there. I played in the GDFL, was an all-star there. I ended up signing on to play with the Arena Football League and the New Orleans Voodoo. Played there for 3 games. Then I ended up getting signed on Hamilton Tiger Cats. Played there, which was pretty dope. I became an all-star in 2014. Had a great year in 2013. Man, so this is where it gets interesting. I ended up signing with the New Orleans Saints. But before then, I had a workout with 28 of the 32 NFL teams, right? And it was pretty awesome. You know, I get to travel and, you know, go be around all these different facilities, see different players, and you know, I'm excited. I'm living a dream. I'm flying here, flying there. So I finally get to the New Orleans Saints, and I'm like, man, I'm here. You know, I'm here, man. I'm here. You know, so I woke up that morning knowing I was gonna make the team. I was like, man, I'm going to make the team. I'm at home too. I'm going to make the team. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no way I'm not going to make the team. So I went up there and I gave the best workout performance ever. You know, I went in front of Sean Peyton and all my DB coaches was out there. You know, I went out there and I shined. I did what I had to do, man. You know, and God was watching over me that day, you know, because I didn't leave without signing a contract, which is so dope. That was a dope moment for me, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I didn't care about anything else. Everything else was out the window because I knew I achieved my dream. I achieved my dream of making it to the NFL, and that was so dope for me. That was a dope moment for me, you know. That was a dope moment for me, and I balled out my first year. You know what I'm saying? You know, I balled out. The game that y'all probably most significant know is the Atlanta game in 2015, you know, when we played on that, I think it was that Thursday night. And, you know, I had a great game against Julio Jones. Y'all don't know, man, I was hungover that game. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I kid you not. I was hungover that game. You can ask my brother, you know what I'm saying, the night before, you know, it's like a routine. It's my ritual routine, you know, that I did before games. I have 2 beers, you know, before games, and it helps me be relaxed, you know, it helps calm me down. You know, most guys are superstitious, you know, so that was my superstition. I have to have me at least 2 beers before the day before a game, and yeah, I had more than that, you know, the night before, because I was nervous. I was nervous as hell going against Julio Jones. I'm not gonna lie to you. Going against that guy, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is Delvin Breaux talking to you guys. I was nervous as hell. So I went and had me like a little 6 to, you know, 8 pack of Michelob Ultras, and yeah, I was man, I was hungover, man. You know, and I went out there and I did what I had to do. So, and that was just a credit to my preparation and focus. You know what I'm saying? So that moment was pretty dope for me. And then came the injuries. You know, this is what everything set off. You know, everything started happening in 16. You know, with the Oakland Raiders. I'm running down on a special teams play, and I get hit on my side, on my fibula, and you know, I'm jogging to the sideline, and hold on,